or be you beheaded. With fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
Who's that? Friend of yours? You up to something?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous. Draw Ragslin.
You broke him.
Wait, wait. Draw Ragslin. We play. We.
Come on, pigeon. Back to your cage.
Now look what you've done.
Come on.
Of course, ma'am.
My name's Grimmer. Idiots.
Delicious.
We have to find Halcyon before it's too late. I doubt these goblins care much.
The statue of Seluna. This ruin must have been dedicated to her. And now it's a nest for some filthy goblins. A fitting end.
Bloody racket. Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun. Aye, so much.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Likes of you, please. Only boss you need concern yourself with is me. Out! Now. Bloody racket. Oh, come on now. Oi! We ain't said you pass, you don't pass! Oi! We ain't said you pass, you don't pass! Already told you to bugger off, didn't I?
Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
Oh, but beg your pardon, true soul. At your service, of course. Well, 'cause that's what you are, innit? One of them as hears our thoughts. And the voice of the Absolute. Like Priestess Gut and Boss Ragsley. Gods, we even got a drow now. We follow the Absolute, and them she speaks through. At first, we thought it was just Priestess Gut and Boss Ragsley. Then the drow came along. And you and all now, I reckon. Go ahead, please. I'm sure you're expected. The Absolute is gathering us all together. For something big, I reckon. Bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got past.
We got
More vile idolatry.
Here, the
Makes my stomach turn.
Do you feel,
For once, the Goblin's decorations are an improvement.
through you, priestess.
That's because she chose me. Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh. Shows our devotion to the Absolute. These maggots see how strong we are with her guidance. Whole camp will be branded soon, and you should be too. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting. Maybe you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't you? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the Goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the Goblin priestess in the temple once again. Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there. Digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another. Of course. Don't want this rabble interfering with true soul business. Let's go to my chapel.
Oi, priestess, we want the mark.
Yeah, ain't we good enough for the Absolute?
Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around. Ready to clear your head? Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell. The Absolute will protect me. You don't stand a chance.
What's the plan?
That won't work.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Again.
Get in here! We've got trouble!
to move.
Victory awaits.
Blood comes easy these days.
Covered.
Yes, here.
My faith will protect me. Got to press on.
Time to strike. Taking position.
Come on, can't stay idle.
I'm coming for you.
Can't even catch my breath.
Well, well. Look what we have here. Aye, aye.
Feel my mistress's wrath. On I go. Swift and lethal.
Time to push my luck again.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Let's finish this. Onward.
I'm ready.
I am fury. I am death. On the move.
Let's spill some blood. Let's move.
Still on my feet. These boots have seen everything.
Let's cook with fire, baby. I'm going to enjoy this.
Let's go.
Got to concentrate.
Let's have some carnage.
Swift and lethal.
Behold, the dance of death.
Can't slow down.
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you.
You know what to do. Don't be afraid.
Most corpses feel like toys before you, to be played with and discarded when you tire. This body seems different. A friend calls out from the corpse, desperate to be freed. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you. Your muscles loosen. The tadpole breaks free of its deceased host. Your mind is your own again. For now.
You're not ready. It's all right.
Death won't take me yet.
Goblin parties are so much more fun than anything you'll find in Baldur's Gate. Or the Hells, for that matter. Not that I'm suggesting we stop for a drink, of course.
Shah's blessings upon you. Fine. What's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
I'm so glad I found... Wait, it's me! It's Alfira, from the Grove. I'm sorry for barging in like this, but I had to come find you. You've... well, inspired me. I want to stand on my own 2 feet, to prove that I can be half the Bardley Harlow was. I want to join you, to fight by your side. I want to help people, as you've helped me. I've been running since El Terrell. And when we finally arrived at the Grove, we found danger there too. Unless I hide away from the world, I can't avoid it. So I'd rather face it head on, with you. Really? Just like that? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Just keep it quiet here.
I won't let you down. I promise.
You're staring at me again. What do you want? Oh, darling, it sounds...
I can't wait. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's take it one note at a time, as my teacher would say.
false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole. Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that brave girl who earnestly swore to devote her life to your cause. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches. There is nothing else here, and no one else around. You and the corpse seem to have been alone together for quite some time. No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you, really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business? Something wicked must have woken you. The contemptible pervert within must have lavished slash after slash upon the girl. But where, oh where could that monster have come from? If only you knew yourself better. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you. Your misdeed is bright and clear as the dawning day.
Another waif dead before her time. I wonder how it happened.
You woke us up. Did you see what happened here?
Now, I can't help but notice that one of us is positively drenched in blood. So?
She was brutalized. The killer knifed her many times after she was dead. Was it you? This blood didn't get there on its own. Her neck didn't snap by any accident. The parasite must be affecting you deeply.
The worm in your head has never slept more peacefully. You know in your heart it was something deeper, hungrier.
Even if it was the worm, this was peculiar indeed. I'll be watching.
An uneasy feeling lingers in the air. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache. Every one of your instincts screams against the saccharine thought. You feel close to fainting again.
I was no friend to Alfira, but there was no sense in killing her. I'll be watching everyone in this camp like a hawk. Especially you. I'll tell you what I think anyway. I won't miss Alfira. but I won't stand for chaos. Govern your hunger before it governs you. It is done.
What's on your mind?
I thought this camp was supposed to be our safe haven. Not quite so when we wake up to dead tiefling bards. I may have difficulty sleeping for a while. So, you're not in full control of your faculties? If you think it might happen again, warn me. I would hate to have to kill you.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Just so you know, I don't judge you for what happened to that bard, Alfira. But the look of guilt on your face was priceless. I don't care, really. But you could have been more subtle about it. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Alfira wouldn't have harmed a housefly. A gentle young soul slain in her prime. That's the spirit.
Where am I needed?
Back home will ever believe this.
No!
Please! Oh, don't hurt me! You are? I need to get out of here. I don't think I can move my arm. This wasn't supposed to happen. It should have been easy. The Grove! To the east! They wanted to know where we came from. They'll kill everyone. Please! Get me out of here! Yes. It should be here somewhere. They said there was a hidden passage underneath this temple. The place was supposed to be abandoned when we arrived. I'm not sure. All I know is there's a passageway to the Night Song. Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him. Please, these shackles. I don't want to die. Helsin, I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive. That's all I know. Please, get me out of here. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Struggle with the set of lockpicks until they are bent entirely out of shape, but the lock won't budge. You struggle with the set of lockpicks until they are bent entirely out of shape. The lock won't budge. You struggle with the
Please, hurry. Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the Grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger. I don't know. The boss didn't say. He just said some wizard called Leroacan would reward us if we found it. That's all.
Here we go again. I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Got to keep fighting. Heading there.
Look at this. I'm quite saved. A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons. I intend to do just that.
A trusty invisibility potion goes a long way in a place like this. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke? Why, by design, my friend. How better to learn the ways of a people than to live among them? I dare say the experiment has proven most fruitful, too. I'll be happy to share my findings once we've found somewhere safe to parley. Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Be quick.
Battle favors the fearless.
Have to keep going.
I will ascend.
Bye forever, pal.
They're dying for me. All of them.
Let's have some fun. On the way.
Victory awaits.
Hop, hop! Under their noses.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Coming through.
Time for a cull. Hungry for the slaughter.
I will ascend. My path be true.
Forever dauntless.
a better position.
Can't give up. On my way. I will ascend.
My turn. Moving.
Well, so much for peace. Time to press ahead.
I can't take much more.
I'm heating up.
Let's end this. On the move.
I am fury. I am death. Make way.
All right, Karlak. It's go time. Got it.
Where do I go from here? Fleet of foot.
Talk to me.
Gods, it's hot in here. No surrender.
Another fight. Let's go.
This is gonna feel good.
What now?
Can't afford to let up.
Watch this.
No choice but to keep going. all that matters.
I'm ready.
On my word.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Coming through.
Ready. Moving.
Now this is my happy place, soldier. Let's go.
The dance macabre. Never a dull moment.
There's blood in the air.
Let's go.
This feels good. Moving.
What should I do?
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Thy wheel of fate turns ever to the dark. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? The bard's death is a weight for thine own conscience to bear. She will be left to the peace of eternity, where the urge shall seek her no more.
Then thou must return with the proper payment. This is the price of balance. Very well.
What a day. Looking ahead.
To cure you needs healing.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
So, you've indulged. Just helped yourself to a little more power, I see. And there isn't a tentacle to be seen. Not a bad deal, I'd say. My only complaint is that you didn't want to share. I wouldn't mind indulging myself. I admit I wasn't keen to be the first to try it, just in case there were any, surprise side effects. But now that we know it's safe, I'm all for experimenting. Excellent. I'll have a rummage around and help myself in my own good time. Thank you. Your generosity is appreciated. What do you need now? Oh, darling, it sounds...
Gone gods. Watching you though, I suppose that's not what you wanted to talk about. I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you've taken a Lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. I appreciate where you're coming from. Truly, I do. But these parasites are quite literally illithid weapons of war. And I'm not so certain they won't be turned against us upon consuming them. Well met. Are you sure? The blade stands at the and just...
It was bad enough having just one of those tadpoles forced upon us. I can scarcely believe you actually inflicted another on yourself. On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from, and what lies at the end of that path. I never expected ceramorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it. It's been known to happen.
Feeling illithid? You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more illithid into the mix? Well, what can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. And yet... You're more mind flayer than ever. Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this. Good. And you know, keep an eye on yourself. If you start feeling loopy, shout. We don't know what these tadpoles are capable of.
Danger! No good will come of devouring a gaith worm, no matter what you might think. Mark my words, this power would be no blessing, but a curse. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gaith tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Perhaps you... No, that's absurd. When the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what am I to do then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image. My faith in Vlaakith will guide me, and my own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power. You're wasting your time and mine. The answer is no.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you? That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, my dear, sweet gods! I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark. Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms. Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
The Blade of Frontiers in the guise of a devil. I'd remark on the irony, but I'd hate to waste the breath. Still, it took guts to defy that petty patron of his. The Blade's sting is real.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
I hope Mazora flies into the blades of a windmill for what she did to Will. Though, I must admit, the new look is a little dashing.
Tonight, you can't chase the thoughts of that poor girl you killed from your head. You wonder what she looked like as she died. Squirming, skewered in abject agony. Your body barely complies. You feel such rushes from your thoughts of the dead woman. Why did she die? The mystery gnaws at your pounding heart.
Me lord, jubilant day! I have found your vile self at last! Sceleritas fell. Your loyal and ever-adoring butler. I followed you, my dear rotted master. We have been parted so tragically long. Oh, one hell of a butler. The most unprincipled servant you could hope for. You have always struggled to conduct yourself properly without me. I found you following the stench of that bard. She reeked across the coast like a piece of dog muck on the road. Ah, yes, my lord has always had some spontaneous little outbursts of joy. Anyways, I come once again bearing a part of your dreadful inheritance. You earned this iniquitous prize through your great show of exceptional violence the other night. I'm sure Master will be better soon. A fellow of your fine breeding is never down for long. I cannot wait until your next act of shameless barbarity. Though I would love to regale you with your past triumphs, I cannot. I am forbidden to interfere. Our betters will not allow it. Be true to yourself, my lord.
Well met.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Well met. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. She could kill me for one, and that's not the worst of it. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can, I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet. Well met. That's the...
What do you need now? Lead on.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over. You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you. You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
Speak.
What's on your mind? We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players. our blood.
Time to strike. Concentrate.
No time to waste.
On my way.
Moving.
Incoming.
Need to act fast. No time to waste.
No holding back.
Pardon the viscera. One should cherish all of nature's bounty, but goblin guts are quite far down the list. You aided a bear without knowing if it would savage you. A true friend of nature. Or perhaps a lunatic. Either way, I owe thanks. I am the druid Halsin. Yes, but just Halsin will suffice. Unbecoming to demand honorifics from the one who saved my hide. Parasites in your head that... You mean you have one of them? Oak Father preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible? Perhaps. But I wouldn't want to place all my faith in blind luck. You weren't speaking lightly when you said you needed help. Let me tell you what I know. I've been studying these parasites for a while now. Ever since I discovered these so-called true souls are infected with them, someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic, which means I can't cure you. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I didn't find what I came here for, a way to remove the tadpoles, but I found the next best thing. I found out where they come from. That must be where these enchantments are placed on them. And it's where you'll find your cure. I overheard that the cultists are sending all of their captives to Moonrise Towers. Innocents go in, true souls come out. Given that all of these true souls are infected, it has to be the source for this magic. If you want to find a cure, you must head there and discover how the tadpoles are being manipulated. I wish I could, but there's still work I've yet to finish. Blood I've yet to spill. I've no right to ask more of you, but if you could help me, I'd be free to join your journey to Moonrise. I cannot allow these butchers to threaten my grove. The natural order must be protected. My thanks. If you prevail, I'll owe you the debt of a lifetime. Rare is the beast that survives decapitation. Help me eliminate the Drow Minthara, the Hobgoblin Draw Ragslin, and that perversion of a priestess, Gut. They are the ones holding these parasites together. Remove them, and nature will cure itself. Be warned. My presence could make things more difficult. I can only restrain my bear form so much. I won't be able to help but attack goblins. If I join you, we'll likely have to slaughter this entire place. You may want to use discretion when approaching the goblin leaders. So be it. May Sylvanas lend us nature's fury.
won't give in. Into the bloody fray.
At least give me a sword! We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead and heroic.
I've got it.
No holding back. Finding my way.
I am fury. I am death.
Can't afford to let up.
Don't waste a step.
Oakfather, shield your servant. No time to spare.
Cry about it.
Forever dauntless. 2 steps at a time.
Victory awaits. Taking position.
Let's finish this.
Thanks. I thought I was done for.
The pride of the gate. Well, so much for peace.
Go for the throat. Time to move.
Taking position.
Find a route.
Two steps at a time.
Yes!
Breathe deep and move.
I've missed this. Don't linger.
My path be true.
I'm ready. Got to move.
I've got this.
Jimmy on the go.
Must keep going!
This will do nicely.
Time to strike. Make way.
Let's end this. Onward.
Heading out.
Might will prevail.
Feel death's cold grip.
Swift and lethal.
Have to keep going.
Fuck yes.
wasting my time.
Victory awaits.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
I need healing.
What should I do? I need help.
Now this is my happy place.
Let none stand in our way. Cannot give up now.
Shall we cut and run?
I will ascend.
My faith will protect me.
I'm heating up.
You're dead! Got it! That is where I'm needed.
Quickly.
Never a dull moment.
I will ascend.
Ready.
I smell blood.
I need to hold on. Need to find a way forward.
Time to strike. Make way.
My turn.
I cannot falter.
I'll strike you down. No traps, please.
Let's have some carnage. With finesse.
Victory awaits.
What's the plan?
shall prevail. I must not stop.
Too much to bear.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Victory awaits.
Can't give up.
In position.
None can withstand nature's wrath.
I need to hold on. Shall we dance?
I am fury. I am death.
Need to stay focused. Bleed for me.
Hop, hop! Over there.
At the ready.
Over here.
I am fury. I am death. I will not know failure.
Can't give up.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Fall by my hand.
Hungry for the slaughter.
You did it. You actually did it. The leader's dead. Praise Sylvanus. No, that's not right. Praise you, my friend. The Grove owes you a debt beyond measure. Killing's never my first choice, but those three were too dangerous to leave alive. Let's get out of this pit, firstly. Return to the Grove. I'll make my own way there. I can see to some matters there, and we can discuss what comes next amidst more bucolic surroundings than here.
There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
That helped.
Close at hand.
What's next, I wonder?
Still alive. So that's progress.
You again. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds awful.
Well met. Are you sure? And just when...
Speak.
What's on your mind?
Shah's blessings upon you.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places. Yes. Halsin is correct. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. I have kept a careful watch on the movements of the cult. Though the Absolute's aims are not yet clear to me, its methods are. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. You witnessed it yourself with Priestess Gut. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you. I protect you from becoming a mind flayer. I cannot protect you from yourself. But I know what it is like to be burdened by forces outside of your control. We are alike, you and I. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go. No, I can handle this. For now. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the Absolute Cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring. You've no idea what damage it could do to us, how far into illithid madness it could drag us. Well chosen. Battles are won with swords, not mind games born of brainworms. And there will come a battle, of that I'm most certain. The one truth that fell out of the dream figure's cankered lips. It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still. Perhaps. Absolute may be a mere pseudonym behind which this master hides. Whatever this voice, whomever this master, it dominates dreams and unites minds.
I had another dream last night. The visitor came to me and ordered me to penetrate the heart of the very cult that's spreading the infection. It gave me a tadpole gift too, just like it did the first time it appeared. I suppose it hoped this would help. At first, I thought we should avoid these gifts no matter what advantage we gain. And yet, I can't help recall the words of my father. The best plan is the one that works. These powers could be enough to edge us towards victory. Then we'd do well to walk around it. Use these powers sparingly, if you must use them at all.
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me. On the one hand, you're right. On the other, don't be so wet behind the ears. Did you actually want something, or are you just here to spoil my fun? Darling, I thought you'd lead on. You're staring at me again. What do you want? You're staring at me again.
Well met. That's...
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult. Agreed. A bit of shiny armor doesn't impress me that much. I don't want to get taken in by a pretty offer and pay the price later on.
I had another dream. Which, I suppose, means you did as well. Whoever's reaching out to us truly does seem opposed to the Absolute, but wants us to embrace the tadpole. Venture right into the heart of the cult. Perhaps we truly have a secret protector. Or we're walking into a trap.
Fine. What's on your mind? I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with.